intercultural differences, and he quickly became the glue between his Taiwanese, Thai, Japanese, and American co-workers. They were all his senior, but you know what? For all of them, English was also a second language. And it was the only language in which they could communicate, which he knew. Deepak got admission to the prestigious Wharton School of Business 2 years ago. He was not happy that he did not make it to Harvard and Stanford, so he rejected Wharton, much against my advice. He applied again last year, and he's one of the 2 Young India Fellows ever to actually got into Stanford Business School, where he's a student and he will graduate in 6 months. He called me up yesterday to say that the Stanford program was okay, but he was very happy that I was coming here to speak at his alma mater. There is a Deepak Bansal sitting here. There is a Deepak Bansal in each one of you. Look around you. Your friends and classmates sitting around you here are going to surprise you. They will achieve things you never expected of them. And so will you. And if you don't believe me, just look back at your life and where you began. Think about when you started your school, your family, the home you grew up in, and just notice how far you have come. And if you can come this far in just 10 odd years, think how far you can still go. What amazing opportunities await you. Now you may think that I'm saying all this to motivate and inspire you because that is what convocation speakers are supposed to do. But you know what? Convocation speakers are also supposed to be authentic. Someone once told me, leadership is about never forgetting where you come from. Leadership is about never forgetting where you came from. I have found that this statement always helps me look back, marvel at how far I have come, and it inspires and excites me about what is to come and how far I still have to go. Of course, the other benefit of this thought is that it keeps you humble and it keeps you grounded. One tends to get carried away with one's achievements and one tends to fall in love with our own success. Looking back at where you come from, where you came from, helps you feel thankful and grateful and eventually makes you appreciate how much you owe others and how much you owe the world. Now, before this speech turns into a sermon, I would like to end my address with these beautiful lines which I have shared with many a graduating class at ISB, at Ashoka, at the Young India Fellowship, and more recently at the Vedika Scholars Program for Women, all of which have had the privilege of, I have had the privilege of being associated with, and I hope many of you will also join one day. These lines were written nearly 100 years ago by an American writer called Max Ehrman, and in a poem called Desiderata. Here's how it goes. Go placidly amidst the noise and haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence. As far as possible, without surrender, be on good terms with all persons. As far as possible, without surrender, be on good terms with all persons. Speak your truth quietly and clearly, and listen to others. Even the dull and ignorant, they too have their story. Avoid loud and aggressive persons. They are vexations to the spirit. If you compare yourself with others, you may become vain and bitter. If you compare yourself with others, you may become vain and bitter. For always there will be greater and lesser persons than yourself. Enjoy your achievements as well as your plans. Keep interested in your career, however humble. It is a real possession in the changing fortunes of time. Exercise caution in your business affairs, for the world is full of trickery. But let this not blind you to what virtue there is. Many persons strive for high ideals, and everywhere life is full of heroism. Be yourself. Be yourself. Especially do not feign affection, neither be cynical about love. For in the face of all aridity and disenchantment, it is as perennial as the grass. Take kindly to the counsel of the years, gracefully surrendering the things of youth. Nurture strength of spirit to shield you in sudden misfortune, but do not distress yourself with dark imaginings. Many fears are born of fatigue and loneliness. Beyond a wholesome discipline, be gentle with yourself. You are a child of the universe no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here, and whether or not it is clear to you, no doubt the universe is unfolding as it should. Therefore, be at peace with God, whatever you conceive him to be, and whatever your labors and aspirations. In the noisy confusion of life, keep peace with your soul. With all its sham, drudgery, and broken dreams, it is still a beautiful world. Be cheerful, strive to be happy. Thank you again for inviting me to speak to you today. Congratulations, and wish you all the very best for the future.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful words presented in such an engaging way. Your address will undeniably ignite the anyone can do anything and believe in yourself spark within the bright young minds today, and at the same time, keep them grounded and humble. As they say, storytelling is one of the best ways of teaching and mentoring, and you truly epitomized this today. Thank you again. I now request the chairman of the convocation to felicitate the chief guest by presenting him a memento of appreciation. Thank you, sir.